Hello and welcome back to Watch Companion. I am Jason and today we have an outstanding and audacious watch. This watch is the Rolex Milgauss with white dial. I know what you're immediately thinking. Jason, what is that orange rubber strap on this watch? Rolex never made that? I know. This watch originally came on a steel bracelet, and I'll talk about that bracelet later. The rubber strap now, it's an aftermarket strap that I put on this watch. I like it better on the rubber than really on the bracelet. It makes the dial pop more, and it's just more pleasing to wear. Alright, so let's dive right into this Milgauss. This watch is kinda crazy and not really looking like, a Rolex. The reason I want to showcase this watch is mainly because of how unique it is. Not many Rolexes just have a pure white matte dial like this. I found that, most Rolexes just have a standard solid black dial. I suppose the reason for that is because a black dial, it's more formal, it's more versatile for like everyday use. But the contrasting orange indices, it's just stunning. No matter where you are, it will immediately grab looks. This quirky appearance, although, means that's definitely not going to be your only watch, and definitely not your first Rolex. I guess it's a little too early to dip a cookie into the milky dial and say, how do I get one of these watches for myself, right? Let's dig more into the dial. We have 11 orange markers. Now, each marker has a black oxidized white gold border. But if you look closer at the 3, 6, and 9 indices, the markers are slightly thicker and larger. I guess it adds another layer of uniqueness. I'm not really sure how I feel about this. What if, all the indices were the same size, kind of like they are with the Datejust? Or if they would have a double line for the 3, 6, and 9 like the current Oyster Perpetuals do. It might suit us watch more. Now around the rim is a 5-minute track, also in this matching orange color. The dial is 40 millimeters and protected with a sapphire crystal. Now typically, when anybody talks about a Milgauss, one key point to mention is the green sapphire GV crystal. It really is one of the signature markers for a Milgauss. Although it behooves Rolex to do this, this model was never stocked with a sapphire green crystal. I guess people can be decisive about this, but honestly, I'm kind of glad. The mix of orange and green, it really doesn't work. One day, when I cover the blue dial Milgauss that I have right here, I'll explain more in that point why I don't like the blue and orange and green. I'll rant more about that later. So again, the green and orange doesn't work. I guess it's time to address the elephant in the room. Now, the second hand is a lightning bolt. I think the lightning bolt hand, it's a ton of fun and definitely only a unique aspect only found on the Milgauss. Rolex chose to do this because the Milgauss's original purpose was to be a utility watch. It was designed to withstand high levels of magnetism that could be found in factories and near machinery. That's why the watch is named Milgauss. Mil being French for 1,000, Gauss is a unit of magnetism. Not going to get much into the physics of this, but both magnetism and electricity are two different modalities of one force, electromagnetism. That's why they went with using a lightning bolt. Now today, magnetism really doesn't have any effect on watches. All Rolexes, they're all very magnetically resistant because of their blue silicone hairspring. One final thing regarding this, if an authorized dealer was going to open the case back of this watch, you would actually find a second case back. Now this plate The second plate would act as a Faraday's cage, which would further prevent magnetism interference. This watch features a smooth, polished bezel, which is not really seen too often on Rolexes. But with my simple couple weeks of wearing this watch, I haven't had any scratches or any issues, so it still is really nice to have a polished surface. Unfortunately, Rolex discontinued this watch in 2016, being only out for 9 years. It really has appreciated monetarily though. It is selling for now around $14,000 to $15,000, which is a lot more than originally was probably asking for, closer to like $6,000. Although I don't have the bracelet on the watch right now, I brought the bracelet with me just to give you an idea of how it looks. The bracelet is a typical 3-link Oyster bracelet with polished center links. Honestly, I would like to take the rubber off and put the bracelet back on to showcase in this video, but it is a super pain to put the rubber back on. The main reason I don't want to is each switch increases the chance of the watch being scratched. The watch is just being lent to me by a friend, so I can make this video. So please tell me your thoughts. Is this a watch you would wear? Is it crazy fun or just crazy? Thank you for watching. Please like the video. See you in the next one.